Welcome to Flavors for Life Healthy Culinary Movement. Let's learn about prediabetes. What is prediabetes? Prediabetes is a condition defined as having blood glucose levels above normal, but below the defined threshold of diabetes. It's considered to be an at-risk state with high chances of developing diabetes.
Prediabetes symptoms. There are often no prediabetes symptoms and signs, and the condition can go unnoticed. People with prediabetes may experience some diabetes symptoms, such as feeling very thirsty, feeling fatigued, having blurred vision, and urinating often.
Prediabetes causes. Most of the glucose in your body comes from the foods you eat, especially sugary foods and simple carbohydrates. During digestion, the sugar from these foods enter your bloodstream. Then, with the help of insulin, sugar enters the body's cells where it's utilized as a source of energy. People with prediabetes don't process glucose properly, which causes sugar to build up in the bloodstream instead of fueling the cells that make up muscles and other tissues. What is insulin? Insulin is a peptide hormone that's made in the pancreas. It is responsible for lowering the amount of sugar in your bloodstream. As your blood sugar level drops, so does the secretion of insulin from your pancreas. For people with prediabetes, this process does not work properly. Your pancreas doesn't make enough insulin, or your cells become resistant to the action of insulin.
What is insulin resistance? Insulin resistance is when your body doesn't have the ability to respond to and use the insulin it produces. Muscle, fat, and liver cells don't respond properly to insulin and therefore cannot easily absorb glucose from the bloodstream. People with insulin resistance need higher levels of insulin to help glucose enter cells. Eventually, the pancreas will no longer produce enough insulin to overcome the cell's resistance, which results in higher blood glucose levels, prediabetes, and then type 2 diabetes.
Prediabetes risk factors. Age. The risk of developing prediabetes increases as you get older, and if you are 45, you are at greater risk. Sex. Women develop diabetes 50% more than men. Ethnicity. African Americans, Hispanics, American Indians, Asian Americans, and Pacific Islanders are at greater risk of developing prediabetes. Fasting glucose. Fasting glucose between 100 and 125 milligrams per deciliter is characterized as prediabetes.
Weight. The fattier tissue you have, especially around your abdomen, the more resistant your cells will become to insulin. Blood pressure. High blood pressure puts you at risk for prediabetes.
Cholesterol, triglycerides. If your HDL, or good cholesterol, is below 35 milligrams per deciliter, or your triglyceride level is above 250 milligrams per deciliter, you may be at risk of developing prediabetes. Inactivity. Exercise helps you stay in control of your weight and ensures that your body is using up glucose as energy, thereby making your cells more sensitive to insulin. Genetics. If a first-degree relative, such as your parents or siblings, you are at a greater risk of developing diabetes. Gestational diabetes. History of gestational diabetes or giving birth to a baby weighing more than 9 pounds. Prediabetes diet. Limit carbohydrates. For good health, carbs from vegetables, fruits, whole grains, legumes, and dairy products take priority over other carbohydrate sources, especially those that contain added fats, sugars, or sodium.
Avoid sugar-sweetened beverages. These include soft drinks, fruit juices, iced tea, energy drinks, and vitamin water containing sucrose, high fructose corn syrup, and fruit juice concentrates. Eat more fiber. Research shows that diets containing more than 50 grams of fiber per day are reported to improve glycemia in people with diabetes.
Eat healthy fats. People with insulin resistance should increase foods containing omega-3 fatty acids, specifically by eating at least 2 servings of wild-caught fatty fish every week as part of an insulin resistance diet. That includes mackerel, salmon, herring, tuna, whitefish, and sardines. Other omega-3 foods include walnuts, chia seeds, flax seeds, hemp seeds, and egg yolks. Get enough protein. Lean proteins such as organic chicken, wild fish, free-range eggs, lentils, yogurt, and almonds help regulate blood sugar levels.
Portion control. Eat smaller meals throughout the day and never get yourself too hungry. which only increases your chances of overeating during your next meal.
For more information about our Flavors for Life healthy culinary movement, please visit www.flavorsforlife.org.